So now we'll talk through the steps of how to take your energy and water information and input it into the EnergyStar Portfolio Manager tool, or basically how to benchmark your building's performance. I'll turn it over to Amy for this portion. Amy?
Thank you. It only takes 3 easy steps for you to begin benchmarking and tracking your own progress. First, you will set up your own EnergyStar Portfolio Manager account, which will acquire you and your building's basic information. You can then start inputting your energy and water usage data into your account each month. Finally, you will need to enable your Portfolio Manager settings to share your data with the Houston Advanced Research Center, or HARC. As part of the Texas PACE process, property owners are asked to fill out the PACE Region Project Reporting document. Regions that have adopted the Texas PACE program have requested that the Texas PACE Authority provide details on resource and emissions savings, as well as economic investment metrics related to project activities. To accomplish this, Texas PACE Authority has partnered with HARC, a private, nonprofit research organization that works in a variety of clean energy, water, and air quality research across Texas. The goal is to collect project and utility data and to evaluate the success of the program over time. The information will be anonymized and aggregated at the PACE region and state levels and shared through the PACE region website. The tool used to collect and share this information is the EnergyStar Portfolio Manager. Let's get started with setting up a free Portfolio Manager account. First, go to portfoliomanager.energystar.gov and you'll see a screen that looks like this. This site is chock full of resources that can help you throughout your process. On the right side of the screen, in the yellow box, is where you'll log in. To make an account, click on the Register Now button in the login portal. If you already have an account, just enter your login information. Once you've logged in, you'll come to this screen, which prompts you to enter some basic information about yourself, such as your name, address, and phone number. Please note that this is the personal profile for the individual who will manage the property account. Once you finish entering the profile information, you'll see a main screen that will ask for some property data. You will need to have on hand some basic information about your building, such as address, building type and usage, and square footage and operating details. Depending on the type and purpose of your building, you can use Portfolio Manager's data collection worksheet, available on the site, to determine which pieces of information you will need for your building. Once you make your account, you can begin inputting more information about your properties. To start, click the Add Property button in the top left-hand corner of the My Portfolio tab. Once you click Add a Property, you'll see this wizard, which will guide you through the steps. On this page, you can enter the primary function of your property from the drop-down list. Choose the one that is most similar to your property. Some properties are eligible for a 1 to 100 score, and all properties are able to benchmark. A secondary use type can be added later in the process. Then select if your property is part of a building, a single building, or part of a multi-building campus. The next question asks for a construction status. Select Existing. Then press Get Started. If you want to play and get more comfortable with the tool, there is an opportunity to select Test Building on this page. On the next page, you can enter more general information, including name, property address, year built, gross floor area, which does not include parking, and occupancy percentage. Note that fields with the red asterisks are required. Further down on this page, you will be asked if the property includes parking, data centers, or retail. Check all boxes that apply to your property so the further prompts can be added later in the process. On the next page, you'll be asked to provide details on your primary building usage, as well as details on additional property uses based on the boxes you checked on the prior page. The specific use details required may differ based on the property type selected. The tool is available to provide significant guidance as you work through the setting up a property using prompts and alerts. Also, as you pass your mouse over each blue link, the precise definition for that characteristic will appear to help ensure that you're entering the most accurate information. There are hundreds of tips, definitions, and mouse overs that can be found throughout the tool, all of which are meant to assist users to accurately benchmark any type of property. If you're in the middle of benchmarking but realize that you don't have certain pieces of information in front of you, you can always use the default or temporary values. Just remember to come back and update this with actual information once you have it. Once you've completed this page, click Add a Property. You'll have an opportunity to add another use type. So if you have a property that is partially commercial office and partially retail, the primary use type will already have been added. Here, you will add the information that pertains to the secondary use of the building. Based on your building usage type, it will prompt you to add some other relevant information. In this example, we have a car dealership, so Portfolio Manager is asking us to enter information about the dealership's parking lot. You want to make sure that the primary and secondary use type square footage add up to the total square footage that was inputted at the start of the process. Once you finish entering your property information, you will reach the Summary tab. You can reach the Summary tab by clicking on the business name, which will default to My Portfolio and Summary. After inputting your basic building information, you'll have a basic summary of your building under the My Portfolio tab. This is where you'll also start to input your energy information using the Energy tab. Similarly, you'll also input your water information using the Water tab. This main Summary tab will show your energy usage intensity, or EUI, as well as your baseline energy usage and current energy usage. These analytics will show when you begin inputting your energy and resource data into Portfolio Manager. The Summary tab helps track energy use intensity, EnergyStar score, energy baselines versus current energy usage, as well as having tools for data quality checking and sharing information. Energy usage information tracks your energy and water usage, waste, and emissions. 12 months of data is needed to properly benchmark your building, but if you do not have 12 months worth, you can input whatever data you already have. You can begin inputting your energy data under the Energy tab in My Portfolio. This tab allows you to measure your energy usage by entering your utility bills. In order to begin entering your bills, you will need to add your utility meters using the Add a Meter button. This will allow you to enter all your energy sources the building utilizes. Depending on the type, Portfolio Manager may prompt you more about the source, such as the source of your electricity. You can select as many sources as you have and enter the amount of each type. On the next page, you can name each meter type to avoid confusion. Portfolio Manager will also ask you to fill in some basic information about each meter, such as the type of energy units used, the date you began using it, and if the meter is still active. You're able to change these inputs later on if something changes. Water data entry is similar to that of energy. Under the Water tab in My Portfolio, Portfolio Manager will give you similar options to input your water bills, as well as to add water meters. First, add your water meters using the Add a Meter button. This will take you to a page where you can select the types of water sources you use, as well as enter how many of each type you use. Now that your meters are set up, you can begin entering your bills into Portfolio Manager. The information provided by your bills is used to determine how much energy and resources your building uses. Accordingly, you only need to enter energy usage once a month when your bills arrive, and you do not have to take any extra measurements to track your building's progress. In order to enter your bills, you can select the Enter Your Bills button on either the Energy or Water tabs. This will lead you to the screen pictured. You can enter the information manually and provide a start and end dates, energy or water usage, and cost. If you have multiple meters or buildings, it may be easier to upload your data in bulk using your spreadsheet. Portfolio Manager can then extract your meter information from the spreadsheet for each meter and input the data for you. As easy as entering your bills is, it is possible to make mistakes with numbers or typing, or if you have a gross form mismatch, or etc. Portfolio Manager has a tool to help you check for potential errors in your data through the Data Quality Checker. The tool is available on the Summary tab of My Portfolio. When you click the button, Portfolio Manager will ask over what period you would like to check your data. You simply put in the year ending, month, and date, and Portfolio Manager will check your data over the course of that year. When checking your data, the Quality Data Checker looks for inconsistencies and abnormalities and trends in your reported numbers. After entering your data, it is important you share that data with Texas Space Authority via HARC. Portfolio Manager provides an easy tool for this through the Sharing This Property block on the Summary tab of My Portfolio. Click on the Share button at the bottom of the Summary tab. When sharing with HARC, you may need to search for the organization manually by name. On the next page, you can select which properties you would like to share your data about. You can also select who to share your data with, which in this case would be the HARC EnergyStar account. Additionally, you can change sharing permissions to read only, which prevents anyone else from sharing your data. Using the data you share with us, HARC is able to help Texas PACE Authority see and understand how PACE projects are reducing energy and water consumption, lowering emissions, and providing significant economic benefits. The goal is to provide aggregate data about the program and to help us view an actual project progress related to reducing energy and water resource usage. You can view these analytics at pace.harcresearch.org, an interactive site that provides an overview of utility and cost savings in different regions of Texas. These are some of the mentioned resources and additional resources to help with navigating Portfolio Manager and using its tools, as well as learning more about Portfolio Manager itself. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at admin@texaspaceauthority.org. Thank you so much for tuning in, and this concludes our webinars for today.